Hi. Let me. Oh, just my heat pad. Oh, have to excuse me today. I'm having a bad day. But we won't dwell on that. And I'm doing my dressing because I can't get warm. Hi, Nathan. Can't get warm, and it's nothing to do with the house. I've got the heating on. I went out today to meet a friend and stupidly wore a thinner dress than usual and a short jacket, and I got absolutely freezing cold and I could not get warm. Well, thank you, whoever's sending me hearts. Very much appreciated. I could do with all the hearts I can get today because I'm feeling bleh. Yeah, it is chilly. Although it dried me washing lovely. Excuse me while I swallow my pain pills. Yeah, it dried the washing. Oh, the hearts are lovely. Thank you. Hi, Linda. You having no look at the bingo? Well, stop spending your money on the bingo then. I did meet Linda. That's who I did meet. And we went into the Naked Sheep. I was very good. I just looked with my eyes and didn't open my purse. Linda did. Linda was the spender. But I mean, she had come down from Scotland. I won't say especially to go into the Naked Sheep, but that was one of her aims and one of her goals in life was to go into the Naked Sheep. But I cannot get warm since I got back, Linda. You know, I said I was cold. I could not get warm. I'm here with my dressing gown on. I've got my cardigan on. I've got my dress on. Got everything on. And I still can't get warm. And I've got my heat pad. I'm doing my knitting. Still on the knitting. And I still haven't finished that flipping. And I said I'd used that cone before. See, I made a cardigan with that cone. And I'm still crocheting away with it. Never ending, that cone. Never ending. Oh, oh, dearie me. That would be me. I don't play bingo, but if I played bingo, I'd be the one that's supporting everybody else. To be my money that everybody else wins. You know what I mean? Yeah. I've lit my candle because I've got the nice smell of vanilla in the air. And I've got my super pointy needles that are stabbing my fingers. My Knit Pro Zing, yeah. Well, we are a bit depleted today. It says here there's 17 people in, but there's only 2 people talking. Do I have that effect on people? I strike them all dumb. Am I scaring them? Oh, hi, Lizzie. I thought I was scaring everybody away. It says I've got 18 people in, I've got 8 thumbs up, and only 3 people talking. Oh, dear. Come on, everybody, don't be shy. Come and say hello to Jan. She's feeling decrepit today, so anything to cheer me up would be welcomed. Yeah. Yeah, I've got my heat pad up my back. Oh, it's terrible when you feel. Oh, I don't know why I'm laughing. I think you laugh before, otherwise you cry, wouldn't you? You know, if you're having a bad day, you think, find something amusing to occupy your brain. I've actually fell asleep twice. That's a wonder you. I was watching Sheila, then I was watching the Cozy Cottage and fell asleep. I woke up just in time to come on here. Otherwise, I'd have been, and you'd have been, where's Jan? Where's Jan? Shall I ring her? Shall I wake her up? I've got more cardboard in the yard, Linda. The Amazon came with piles and piles of cardboard again. I've got a backyard absolutely full of cardboard. They give you the smallest possible bin for cardboard. Hi, Julia. Yeah, it's got the tiniest bin in the world for cardboard. And everybody orders off Amazon these days. Well, most people, not everybody. So you get everything comes in a huge cardboard box. Doesn't matter if you're ordering a mascara. It still comes in a huge... Oh, my boiler just clicked off. It still comes in a huge, cardboard box. So the bin's full. Hi, Ella. Hi, Val. So, hi, Ethan. Your parcel has just arrived. Thank you very much. Oh, nice surprise waiting. Yeah. Yes, I got the cabinet built. Not by me. Not by me. You know me, useless Abby. I mean, I spent about an hour today looking for the hammer. I knew I'd had it, and I couldn't remember where I'd put it. And I found it in the spare bedroom. Yes, it's beautiful. I shall show everybody in a minute when I get to the end of my row. Yeah, Ethan sent me a lovely little gift all the way from Sweden. Yeah, the cabinet is very useful. Sweden, that's it. The cabinet is very useful. It's full of stuff now. And I actually bought another tiny little cabinet today that fits at the side of the fridge. But that was a plastic one, so I could put that together myself. I'm not happy until I filled up every space. And my ladders came. I didn't think I'd ordered such a bright yellow pair. They've come in safety yellow, and it's extremely bright, the colour. Nauseatingly yellow, but I won't be storing them in the house, so I won't have to look at them. I wanted a pair of ladders with handles, because I'm not safe on a ladder. I get very wobbly on one step up. So I wanted some with handles down the side. But of course, when they came, I didn't have spanners. So I had to order a set of spanners. You know how it is when you're a woman, you don't have all these things to hand. So I had to order a set of spanners just so I could put my ladder together. Right, I've just finished my row. I'll show you what Easton sent me. But his shad's not on because I'll have to show him shad later. There we go. Lovely turquoise, greeny blue colour. Or some people call it turquoise, don't they? Oh, it's got a little, what is it? Oh, a little flower. Didn't notice that before. Little flower on the hanger. Yeah. And then the second one she sent me was, you know me, what colour would it be? Purple. If it's not going to be purple, it's going to be red, isn't it? Yeah. There we go. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? It is. It looks blue on here, but it is actually purple. Look at the sparkly. Oh, sparkle. Still, my nails are not growing. They're growing on that hand. Still not growing on that hand. There we go. It's got some lovely little beads on it. I watch a lady called the Crafty Nana, and she always has gorgeous beads, and she makes them all herself. I'm pretty useless. If you gave me a load of beads and you gave me a load of things to thread, I wouldn't know what to do. And she makes earrings that dangle and everything. I've still got purple ears. I can't get rid of it. It's the shampoo I use in my hair, and it keeps giving me purple ears. And I've washed them out. It's not that I haven't washed them, but I've still got purple ears. Oh well, I look like a pixie, don't I? Oh, it's purple on your screen. It's blue on mine for some unknown reason. Purple's turned to be blue. Oh, my back's easing off now. I've got Oh, that's nice, Ethan. Nice backstory for him, isn't it? She makes them from reusable things. I'm hopeless. I wish I was more crafty at other crafts. Yes, I can knit to a certain extent. Yes, I will enjoy them. Thank you very much. I do knit to a certain extent. Oh, and I got a little. It's been my day for prezzies today. I got a vase from Linda and a magnet which said Scotland on it, I think. Yeah, a Highland coo on it with Scotland on it. And she also made me an Izzy doll, and I've forgotten where I put it. It's here somewhere. Oh, I know where it is. You have to excuse me while I get up and get me Izzy doll. Oh, if I don't trip myself over. I'm highly likely to do that. I'm in a wobbly day today. Oh, ooh. This is an Izzy doll, so I believe that, I don't know whether you can get the pattern. But there it is, an Izzy doll. It's in purple. Got a little skirt on. There it is, an Izzy doll. It's got a top knot in blonde because of me, the top knot and a little thing on the back. She has made it for me, obviously, with me in mind. And it's got a necklace on. She's made them for other people. She's come down to Blackpool to meet some friends. And she's made every one of them a doll that she's customised. I don't know what the actual pattern is. I'm sure if she's still on, she's not gone back to her bingo. It's called an Izzy doll. Izzy, Izzy doll. Hi. Enid. Hi, Enid. I'm like with dolls. We went to the Naked Sheep today. I didn't buy anything. I was very good. And they had some lovely toys in the window. I just wish I wasn't so daft with toys. I'm no good. Absolutely no good with toys. Oh, hi, Chris. Oh, somebody going doodly-doo to me. I wonder who. I wonder who. Oh, it's Davina. Oh, Lizzie saying, are you doing a live today? But you've joined us, Lizzie, haven't you? So, yes, I am doing a live. Oh, dear. Yes. I'll send you a yes, even though you're already on here. Yeah. Hey, Mimi. Oh, have you changed the clocks? Oh, I know. It's confusing, isn't it, swapping the clocks about? So, you don't know where you are. And if you have animals, they still insist on having their dinner at the same time as it was before, don't they? You can't get your animals it takes you about 2 or 3 weeks to get the animals on the right schedule again. Because they body clock tells them what time it is, and it's not the same time for us. Oh gosh. Yeah, there was some lovely wool in there. You went forward. Yeah, I don't know why. Well, they do it in the UK, although we don't do it. We do ours spring forward, fall back. That's how I tend to remember it. So we're not due one, I don't think, unless I've missed something. Oh, happy Saturday, Autumnly, as well. Yeah. Don't forget thumbs in the air, peoples. Well, you get nothing if you're not cheeky, do you? I'm usually on at 1, but it's 2. I'm here. Oh, by the way, I heard from Trevor today. He might pop on, he said. He's not been so good, but he's feeling a bit better now. So it was lovely to hear from him. Nice surprise. So I had 3 surprises today. I had a surprise from Linda, a surprise from Easton, and a surprise from Trevor. So, yeah, it's always nice when he phones me. Oh, we put the clocks forward in 2 weeks, do we, Val? Oh, you see, I'm going to confuse you again, Chris. I like your shawl, Val. It's turned out lovely. Val's made a virus shawl, but she's done it in the boho spirit. Really bright colours. Looks gorgeous. You know me and bright colours. I still have not finished that shawl. Maybe I should do a bit more on it. See, I made a cardigan with the cone. And I'm using the cone up. And it's still going, that cone. I cannot get rid of it. I swear somebody's filling it up from the other end. Oh, I know, you can't. She pressed it on the carpet. And she burnt the carpet a bit. We've all done daft tricks like that. I remember thinking when I was a girl, and I couldn't be bothered putting the ironing board up. So I put a cloth or a towel, I think, on my mum's table. Iron what I was ironing, and it took all the varnish off my mum's table. She wasn't a bit pleased. Yeah, so I know what it's like, Val, to ruin something. I ruined my mum's table. And you're wondering what's flickering behind me. It's a vanilla. Oh, tell him you'll get a rug. That's what I do, put a rug over anything. If you burn anything, stick a rug over it. That's what I did at the other house. I was, I had a log burner at the other house. And I opened the door, and this log just rolled down. And it rolled onto the hearth, but then it spit and it went onto the carpet. Oh, burnt a hole in the carpet. So I had to buy a rug and put the rug down. I left them the rug. My daughter-in-law said, "Are you moving the rug?" I went, "No, leave it there. Otherwise she'll see the hole." I mean, she's probably discovered the hole by now, but can't be helped. At least I bought a rug and covered it up. My coffee's gone cold already. Yeah. Yeah, it's a candle behind. Oh, I always go the wrong way, don't I? There you are. It's a vanilla candle behind me. I did find my flickering light thing, but there's nowhere to plug it in. I'm thinking, well, I can't plug it in anywhere. I've only got 2 plugs. One's got the electric meter plugged into it, and the other one's got the kettle plugged into it. So I'm like, well, if I bring it in here, where am I going to plug it in? Oh, yeah. Pull it out from the overhang. Oh, what, the candle you mean? I thought you meant the lamp. Yeah, the lamp is in the spare bedroom at the moment, but I can't plug it in. There's nowhere to plug it in here. I could get one of those socket things, where you plug it in and there's multi-plugs. But then, it would be in the way on the unit. It's not as close as it looks, actually. An extension cord, yeah. But everybody loves that lamp, and I've gone off it. Maybe because it's yellow. I'm not into yellow. If it was pink or purple or anything, I probably would have used it more. But yellow, Not my thing, yellow. I don't know why. It's just not. Nathan likes yellow. That's one of Nathan's colours. But I don't mind lemon, because although I don't suit pastel colours at all, I do suit cream or lemon. But I don't suit any other pale colour. People say I suit pale pink, but I just don't like pale pink. It's just not one of my colours. Pale green, I look absolutely sick. It just makes me look really ill. Did I tell you I've got to have iron infusions because I'm severely anemic? My friend says you need to eat liver and spinach. I went, spinach maybe, liver, no. No, no, no. Yeah, the doctor couldn't understand why I've been taking iron tablets for the last 2 months and I'm still severely anemic. I don't know why. I'm eating fairly healthily. Yeah. Hi, Denise. And he said, you've lost 9 kilos. I went, oh. He said, since I saw you last. He said, you've lost 9 kilos. He said, are you just losing it or are you doing it on purpose? I went, the diet's working. I said, yes, I am trying to diet. It's not just falling off for no reason. But I didn't think I'd lost 9 kilos. Mind you, when I moved here, I lost the scales. I found them again. I've lost my scales. They were packed away somewhere and I didn't find them for ages. So, but 9 kilos is a lot, isn't it? I didn't think I'd lost that much. Although my trousers keep falling down. I had to find my waspy belt. The ladies of a certain age will remember what a waspy belt is. I had to find my waspy belt to hold my trousers up. I'll have to thread some elastic through them. I'm not getting all new trousers. I don't mind wearing them a bit baggy. I am not buying all new. I've had to buy stuff for the house, so it does not include buying new trousers. Eventually, I might treat myself to a pair of black ones, in the right size. Because black trousers goes with most, doesn't it, Goes with most colours, black, yeah. I've got some gorgeous velvet trousers and everything, and they're just falling off me. Oh dear, when I find the sewing machine in the garage, I'll be threading some elastic through. Cannot afford a whole new wardrobe. Oh dear. Never mind. We don't mind wearing baggy. Better than wearing it too tight, isn't it? Looking like an overstuffed sausage. Yeah. But that's the problem. I mean, I've lost all that weight, and yet I've only gone down one dress size. So work that out. I don't understand. I don't like black, and yet I find I wear a lot of black. I think when I was like 4.5 stone heavier, I think you tend to think it makes you look smaller. It doesn't really. You tend to think if I wear black, I'll look thinner. Optical illusion. It doesn't make you look thinner. But I do like a pair of black trousers and a black skirt, yeah. That'll be me, Denise. That'll be me. I'm having to put my waspy belt on. If you don't, for those of you who don't know what a waspy belt is, it's like elasticated. It's about 3 inches wide and it's got a clip thing, a bit like the old-fashioned nurse's uniform. And you put it round anything and it holds everything up. So luckily I had a black waspy belt, so I put that on to hold my pants up. Otherwise, I would have been parting company from them, yeah. Well, it's better than being too tight, isn't it? Yeah, better than being too tight. Now, my favourite trick is going to the ladies and coming back with my skirt tucked in my knickers. And I always think I check before I leave. You know, I always check I've not got any, you know, everything. Don't ask me why. My friends always sorting me out, saying, "You're scuzzing your knickers again." I said, I have to stop going to the loo in public. Right, that was cold. Let me see what I'm up to with this shawl. I keep saying I'm determined I'm going to finish that. As long as it's not the men, Denise. At least the ladies will probably have underwear on. You know what men are like for being commando, yeah. I don't know. I'm not Irish. I think the only people really who celebrate St. Patrick's Day are the Irish. We don't all jump on the bandwagon. We don't have green beer and things like that, like you do in America. But what gets me is when people call it St. Patty's Day. That really annoys me. No, we don't do corned beef. We don't celebrate St. Patrick's Day. It's St. Patrick's Day. It's Paddy's Day. It is not Patty's Day. Nobody Irish would ever call it Patty's Day. So I don't know why Americans who say they've got Irish descent call it St. Patty's Day, because it's never been that at all. You'd never get any self-respecting Irishman calling it a Patty's Day. A patty's like a Cornish pasty to us. Right, I'm still doing this thing. No, we don't celebrate St. Patrick's Day if we're not Irish, you know. It's not a big thing over here. Yeah, the Irish do. They celebrate, yeah. Yeah, but why celebrate it when you're not Irish? That's what I can't understand. You know. It's like St. David's Day. That's just the Welsh that celebrate that. Burns Night and that's the Scots that do that. We have a lot of holidays in a way, but we don't celebrate other people's, if you know what I mean. It's like we don't have the 4th of July, yeah. Corned beef, I don't know where that corned beef comes from. Do the Irish eat corned beef? I know they eat corned beef at other times of the year. Yeah, well, so do we, but yeah, St. George's Day. I wish they would here. That's ours, that's English, is St. George's Day. Well, I mean, they're so bloody what's it over here. They don't like you hanging flags up in case they offend the ethnic minority. Get on my nerves. I'm sorry, but you know, it's our country. We should be allowed to put the flag up if we want it. And yet you're not supposed to offend people. Sorry, you know, excuse me. No, well, you wouldn't know about St. George's Day because, like you say, it's England. England is St. George. Oh, Yolanda. Yeah, all this getting pinched. I don't understand it. We don't have that tradition over here. You know, where's all this? If you don't wear green, you get pinched. Huh? I think you make it up as you go along in America. I don't know because I'm not Irish. Is anybody here that's properly Irish that gets pinched if they don't wear green? 2, 4, 6. Oh yeah, the shamrock. That's traditionally Irish. Well, you could celebrate St George's Day. I forgot when it is though. Is it sometime in June? Perhaps Val will remind me. No, but yeah, my daughter-in-law's got an Irish passport. Yeah, but I don't understand how so many people in America claim to have Irish ancestry when they're going back about 17 generations, you know. And I'm like, yeah, I I've got Swedish or whatever blood in me from what I presume from the Vikings, but you know, I don't celebrate Sweden Day or something. How do we celebrate St. George's? We don't seem to do. That's the trouble. That's what Val was just saying. You know, people fly the flag and then we get told off. You know, yeah, 19. I mean, like I say, I've got Swedish ancestry according to my DNA, but I don't go around celebrating Sweden Day. I just don't understand why so many people claim to be Irish. What's so wonderful about claiming to be Irish? Sorry, Irish. But the people in Ireland, in America, just 23rd of April, is it? Oh, I should remember that. That's my friend's birthday. Um, you know, they fled Ireland, didn't they, to America mostly because of the potato famine. Yeah, my DNA says I'm Scottish and Irish, uh, with some English, of course. Um, I've actually got Kurdistan. Now, where does that come from? Kurdistan in my DNA, along with Sweden and somewhere else. But I just couldn't stop laughing when I saw the Kurdistan. I thought, where the heck's that from? I don't, well, genealogy, they never went far. If I was on that Who Do You Think You Are, I would be really boring because my lot just never moved far. I was supposed to be from Normandy, but it didn't show anything in my DNA. So I don't know what that's all about, yeah. No, my ancestors were a pretty sedentary lot. I think most of them, you know, like you say, Scottish and Irish, but so many people come from Scotland and Ireland across that I think everybody's got that. But I'm just sort of puzzled about the Kurdistan. I'm about 7% Kurdistan, which is like the Middle East, isn't it? Yeah. So I don't know. I thought I would have had some French, but apparently my DNA says no. Maybe I should do it again. But I've not done my ancestor because I know where they're from. They're all from the cotton mills, and that's what they're from years and years and years back. All they ever did was work in cotton mills. So I've got I've got no royalty in my ancestry. I've got nothing interesting in my ancestry. I've probably got, well, I say I've got Irish, but I don't celebrate St. Patrick's Day, even though I've got Irish ancestry. It's that far back. I would never say I was Irish. Never say I was Scottish, really, either. I'm English. That's what I recognise. I'm English. I was born English. Not British, I was English. That annoys me when you have to say you're British. I don't want to say I'm British, I want to say I'm English. Because that's what I want to say. I had a friend who used to cross out British and write English on every form. She wouldn't put a tick next to British. Now they'd send the form back saying, incomplete. And all this, which gender do you wish to be known by? And I'm like, It annoys me, that. How do you wish to be addressed? We get on our forms these days. How do I wish to be addressed? Politely, thank you. That's how I would wish to be addressed. Now, British means Irish, Scottish, Welsh, English is British. English means you're born in England, yeah? Yeah, no, Britain covers everybody, you know, like Scotland, Ireland, well, parts of Ireland, just Northern Ireland. That's what it means when you're British. All the Scottish don't want to be called British. No, they're Scottish. But on a form, they have to say they're British, which is very insulting. And it's like if you're Welsh, you have to say you're British, and they don't want to. And I'm English, and I don't want to be called British. I want to be English, and this annoys me. And then another thing we have on these forms in England is, are you British white? Excuse me, you know, if you're British, you're British. Does it matter what colour you are? Are you British ethnic or British white? No, you're British. Shouldn't have to put on whether you're white, black, green, purple. I find that very offensive. It's like me saying to you, if you're American, are you American white, American black, American Hispanic? You shouldn't have to say that. If you're a US citizen or a British citizen, you're one of them. You shouldn't have to stand up and be counted for your colour. It's absolutely mad over here, honestly. And how do you wish to be addressed? Is it Mr., Mrs., Ms., or whatever? Oh, for goodness sake. Does it matter? We need to know for statistics. No, you don't. You're just being nosy. You do not need to know for statistics. Our tick boxes are like a mile long. You know, you don't. Who do you identify with? You know what? You have to go down this whole checklist. You know, are you male, binary, non-binary? Oh, and I'm like, what does it matter? Why do you need to know? Does it make any difference? You know, who wants to correlate all this information? Whether you're British, white, British, black and gay, or whether you're, does it matter? You know, it just annoys me when people are so nosy. We need it for our statistics. Why? Why do people want to put labels on other people? I mean, if you're filling in a form for something, what does anybody's sexual orientation have to do with them filling in the form? Yeah, but what does it matter, Mimi, what blinking colour you are? Why do they need to know? You know, if they put legals or illegals, I could understand that. Are you legally British or are you illegally British or what? Yeah, but why should we don't want to wear a label? Hi, Esther. How am I doing today? We're not talking about it because I've got a bad back and I've got my heat pad on it. So I'm not talking about it because it'll make me grumble, and I don't want to grumble. Yeah, we're just talking about labels on people, Esther. Why does it matter that we have a label? You know, when they say, what's your sexual orientation? I feel like saying, none of your business, you know. What does it matter? You feel like putting on, don't be nosy. Do you prefer men or women? I don't prefer anybody, thank you very much. I'd rather talk to my pets, you know. Just because I don't have a partner. Yeah. You know, why do they automatically think you're one or the other if you don't have a partner? I don't have a partner by choice. I don't want one. I'm quite happy as I am. Yeah, I like loads of friends. Yes, I do. But friends is the operative word. Friends. I don't want a partner. Quite happy on my own. I'm not lonely. You can be alone without being lonely. Lonely is a state of mind to me. I like my own company. So even though I spend many, many hours alone, I am not lonely. I don't find it necessary to have a person in my life. Yeah. I don't feel incomplete without a partner. Some women do. Some women don't exist without having a partner in their life. They cannot exist being on their own. And I'm just the opposite, me. I quite like being on my own. You don't have to answer to anybody, you know. I don't have to wash anybody's smelly socks, do I, you know? In my very small washing machine. That's the only thing I'm missing here. This washing machine is very small. I put a bath towel in and my dressing gown in. Not this one I'm wearing, the other dressing gown. And it was absolutely full. And I'm like, I'm sure this is a small. It doesn't look small. You're making a snake. Can you make one for me, Mimi? I want one. I sent off for a red draft excluder because it howls a gale under this back door. It's like that much of a gap. They sent me a black one. Somebody at Amazon must be colourblind. Yeah, I had a snake. I knitted it on the knitting machine in like a zigzag pattern. I had it for ages. And then I made a dog one, like a sausage dog I made. I could do with making another one when I find me wool. I had to buy one. As I say, I ordered a red one and got a black one, so somebody at Amazon's colourblind. Yeah, I could do, but I want another one as well for the front door, Val. Oh, hello. Yeah, when I find me wool, I'll make another one. I keep thinking, you know, I'll go in the carriage and I'll drag everything out and get me shelving up, and then I go in and I look at this mountain. I'll take a photograph one day and show you. I look at this mountain of bags of wool and I go, No, not today. And I come back out again. By the time I've already opened the garage door, my back's wrecked. I've got an up and over garage door and I can only open it from the inside and I have to pull like mad to get it to open. And it hurts me back every time. But I couldn't afford an electric one, 1,500 for an electric one. I thought, no, there's a lot of things I need more than an electric door opener. If I win the lottery, yeah. I'll put it on my Amazon wish list. I've got one, by the way. If any of you are feeling super, super generous, I've got an Amazon wish list. Not that anybody will. I'm not one of those people who says, yeah, buy me a sewing machine like some people do. Buy me this, buy me that. But people do. I'm very, very grateful for everything. I'm grateful for my little vase. I'm grateful for my necklaces. You know, I'm not, is it avaricious? Greedy? Avaricious? You know, these people who say, oh, I can't pay me rent and, oh, I've no food for the kids. People send them loads of money and I'm like, no. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm grateful if somebody buys me a coffee. It's like, yay, I can have a coffee. It's brilliant. But I don't want to beg. I don't want Patreon or Patreon, whatever it's called, or I was going to say OnlyFans, but you have to take your clothes off for that one, don't you? I tell you what, they'd pay me to put my clothes back on again. But that annoys me, you know, if I find a pattern or something that I really like on somebody's, and they go, oh, it's only for my Patreon. And I'm like, right, I've gone right off you. Unsubscribe. I'll pay you for the pattern. I shall pay you whatever dollars you want for your pattern. But I am not joining a Patreon. I am not paying you $10 a month just on the off chance I might like one of your patterns now and again. I'll buy somebody a coffee. Yeah, we'll do that. If I like a video and I think it's, you know, they've entertained me, I'll buy them a coffee. But I don't want to join Patreon, thank you very much. Or members only. What would I tell a member? I've done that a few times, Mimi. I still finished up with. No, you don't pay a fee if somebody. I mean, I do send money sometimes through PayPal to somebody that I know very well who's struggling a bit. If you send it as friends and family, then you don't have to pay anything. It's when you say you're buying something from somebody, then you pay a fee. Yeah. I think you're thinking of GoFundMe. I think GoFundMe take a percentage, don't they? Not that I've ever done a GoFundMe, but you know, these people who are always begging, I've got to GoFundMe and all that jazz. I think they have to pay a fee out of it to get their money. Not that I've ever done one. Yeah. I mean, sometimes you think, oh, that's a worthy cause, but other times you think, no, that's just being cheeky, you know. In the mail, I don't know about that. I know somebody once sent me a check, not as a gift. They sent me a check for something that I'd made. And it was an American check, and I only got a fraction of it because the bank charged me quite a lot of money to change it. So I never got a fraction really of the money that I was charging this woman, but she didn't want to use PayPal or anything. So she sent me a check through the post from America. And I'm like, no, don't bother. I don't think it works if you mail something. It only works if it's PayPal. You know, on the odd occasion when I made anything for anybody in America and they didn't want to pay me through Etsy or something, I used to say, well, if you pay me privately through PayPal, you need to say it's family and friends. Otherwise, if you said it was for goods, then they take a percentage off you. But at the moment, I'm not crocheting for anybody, so I haven't got a web page. I haven't got anything at the minute. I need to sort something out because I've got so much stuff to get rid of. And I'm not being awful, but I can't donate it all because I do need the money at the minute. But man, these charity shops are really funny about donating anything handmade. Oh, yeah, you can get charged duty, yeah. Somebody once sent me a box of stuff years ago, and that got stocked in the customs, and I had to pay, I think it was £70 duty. And I mean, they'd sent me some lovely, lovely stuff, but it wasn't worth what they'd paid for the wool and stuff to send to me, plus me having to pay £70 to get it. You know, that's why I never ask people to send me anything, because A, they have to pay for the wool, B, they have to pay a fortune to post it to me, and C, I might have to pay duty on it. So to me, like, it's just too much. It's nice to receive gifts, but it's just not nice when you finish up paying for your own gift, if you know what I mean. I mean, it works that way, I think. If you send anything to America, sometimes they have to pay. I mean, you're always saying, people who do giveaways and that, they're always saying, I'm not responsible if you get charged any fees at the other end, because, you know, you could win a giveaway. No, I think a wish list on Amazon, I think that just comes to me, because even though you order it in another country, it comes to me through Amazon. I don't think they charge you anything. I don't know. I bought something for a friend of mine they were having a grandbaby, and they had a wish list for this grandbaby. And I bought some baby grows and that through the Amazon to be sent to America. And I only paid the cost of the baby grows. I didn't pay anything extra. Yeah, people pay and Amazon send it from the country that you're in, don't they? Because I presume these baby grows got sent to America from America, because it was just a wish list of what they wanted for this baby. And I picked out these little baby grows and sent them through there. But I mean, I don't think I paid anything extra than the baby grows, yeah. So, I mean, if you want to send me roll around the world, put up an Amazon wish list. It's on my name. It's underneath my name. Anybody can find it. I'm not begging. I'm not pushing it up. If you really want to look, it's under my name. That's all I'm going to say. You'll find me on there. I don't think there's many Janker others is on there. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. I need 10. Oh, there's another one. Yeah, you love to shop. Oh, yeah. I love shopping too much. The Amazon man came staggering up today with a big pile of boxes. I'm like, what have I ordered now? But I need so many bits, for in here, like things you take for granted that you used to have and you don't have anymore. It's almost like moving on my own or getting married when I came here because I didn't have half the things I needed. Stupid things like a cheese grater and stuff like that. Like today I ordered some little spanners because I wanted to tighten up the ladders I got. They needed to be tightened where the handles go down. I bought a pair of ladders with handles on because I'm very unsteady. And when he came, the handles weren't attached. So they came with a nut and a bolt thing. Well, I couldn't tighten them up because I didn't have any spanners. So I had to order a set of spanners to tighten up, my ladders. Should see the colour of them, and oh, blimey. Talk about safety yellow isn't in it. It's a nice pair of ladders, but blooming bright coloured isn't the word. Oh, Davina said thank you for a comment I've just put on hers. Did you see that thing about Davina? When somebody said, do you realise you said well done 33 times? And I'm like, who's got time to sit there analysing how many times she said well done? She was showing pictures that people had sent to her of things that they'd made. And she was saying, oh, that's beautiful. Oh, that's lovely. Well done. And somebody put a comment on her YouTube channel saying, do you realise you said well done 33 times? And I'm like, what's it got to do with anybody? Have you ever seen a brighter pair of ladders? Talk about safety yellow. That's not in it, is it? I'm sure it weren't like that when I ordered it off Amazon. But I wanted one with rails, it's got rails at the side. That's what I needed the spanners for, to fasten the rails on. But I was like, I need to hold on. Yeah, she said, well done. And then when she replied to this lady, she'd accidentally written T-O, two instead of T-double-O. And this same person wrote T-O-O, exclamation mark. And I'm like, some people have got too much time on their hands, haven't they? You know what I mean? Or they criticised the way she spoke. And I'm like, it's her accent. It's the way she is. It's what she talks like. Not everybody speaks the Queen's English, do they? And enunciates and pronounces things. I thought, how rude. I mean, quite upset, Davina, it quite upset her. And I'm like, there's no need for that. Keyboard warriors, isn't it? People think they can say whatever they want, and you're not supposed to. Yeah, but you're not supposed to say anything when people are incredibly rude. Oh, the grammar police. You see it all over. I mean, sometimes I see things and I think, oh my God, have they not been to school? But I wouldn't dream of pointing it out. Some of the posts you read on Facebook, they can't spell, the grammar's all over the place. But I privately think, oh, but I don't publicly say anything. I don't say, do you realise you said this or that or the other, I mean, we've all got tells, haven't we? We've all got things we say that probably irritate other people. I mean, I listen to other people and they say like, you know what I mean? Like, and dislike and that like. And then I'm thinking, what do I say that's all the time that irritates people? It's a mannerism, isn't it? It's things that you do that you don't realise you do. But it's still not polite to pull people up for it or pull people up for their accent, I don't know. I mean, I watch Amora, bless her. She's a lovely girl, Amora. But she talks like, whoa, slow down. Yeah. Yeah, everybody's got, people say, oh, or lots of people have got different mannerisms. And if you watch their videos long enough, you're waiting for them to say this word, Like some people say cute all the time. Oh, that's cute. That's really cute. And you're thinking, how many times in a video have you said cute? But like, I do not point it out because I was brought up with manners. I mean, I probably annoy the hell out of people sometimes, but it's just the way you are. Yeah, yeah. With me, it's, or I went shopping, and I bought this, Everybody's got a mannerism that they don't know they've got. I mean, I see myself, whenever I make a video, I always seem to do that. I don't mean on a live, I mean when I'm making a video. And when I'm watching it back, I think, what you do, you keep looking at, Jan. What do you keep going like that for? And I don't know what I'm looking at because there's nothing in the corner of my eye that's catching my eye. And yet I do it over and over again. Yeah. That's my tell, is looking off to the right or the left or whatever. I think it used to be to the right I used to look. Because I used to be sitting in my chair in the conservatory when I did most of the videos. And when I watched it back before I sent it out, I used to think, what are you doing, Shaw? What do you keep looking at? And it was always like, I used to drive myself mad. And yet I used to think, when I used to make a video, I used to think to myself, don't look over to the right. Don't do it. And yet when I played it back, I'd still be doing it. I'd be still going like that. That was my annoying thing that I did that annoyed myself. I need to get a drink. I'm gasping here. Oh, do you ever read anybody's auto text? It's not what people say, is it? People have said to me, why don't you put it on? I said, well, it's on actually. If you put it on, it's on. But it doesn't say what people say. It says something completely different. Yeah, auto text is when you... I tend to try to read the text, but it just auto corrects it, doesn't it, into something else. You put, if you don't spot it, it changes one of your words into something else, and it can change the whole thing of your sentence. And then you have to go, oops, I didn't mean that. I didn't say that. I said such a thing. Oh, I need to get a drink if I can get up off this chair. Oh, I nearly swore then. I've got the can. I was looking if I had a can and I do. Oh, I can't be bothered, it's stuck. I can't open this carton of 6 drinks, and yet when I was in the supermarket and I picked one up, it fell apart. It went all over the supermarket floor. Cans were rolling up and down the aisle. And yet I've just tried to open this one and couldn't. Oh, Joann's. Well, I don't know because I've never had a Joann's. So, well, it's like I watch a girl called Passionate Kelsey. She makes these scrunchies out of juicy couture, and that's like just made by Joann's, isn't it? So I don't know what she's going to do. Hi, Munchkin. So I've never known a Joann's, so it kind of doesn't affect me. Which one of them is it? The one that gets all religious? Is it Joann's or is it the other one? Somebody was telling me something about them being really religious or something. Is it Hobby Lobby? Bible Lobby, yeah. I know somebody was saying something about one of the big stores being all religious. I mean, if you're in business, you're in business. You shouldn't let things like that, stand in the way. People having to do that. I'm sort of live and let live. As long as people don't want to convert me, they can be whatever religion they want. As long as it doesn't influence me, unless they tell me I've got to be one of them or whatever. But no, I mean, religion, everybody's entitled to their own opinion, in my opinion. But just don't knock on my door trying to convert me because, sorry, I am what I am, if you know what I mean, and I will stay what I am. Thank you very much, yeah. My dog did not like them knocking on the door, I tell you. When I saw them there, I used to think, ooh. So I used to open the door with the dog. They didn't stay long. They didn't seem to like Buster. I don't know why. He had a thing about high-vis jackets and religious people with the Bible in their hand. Oh, dear. A lot of the places over here, you get free postage but you've got to order about £30 to get free postage. It's just to get you to order more. So I tend to stay away from, places unless I need more than the minimum. Because I'm not paying, what, £4 postage or what? RHS. I don't know. Super soft. Red Heart Super Soft. RHSS, I think. Or Super Saver. Yeah, I don't understand all this coupon business. I think that's why Joann's and places like that go to the wall, because we don't have that over here where you get coupons off when everything's half price or 30% off. Or we don't have that over here. We just have to pay. Some things might be on offer, but you don't get coupons with. Hi, Amanda. You don't get coupons with 30% off such a thing. People only go when it's got a coupon. They only go shopping and they go, oh, I've got so much off. And I'm thinking, how can they make a profit, these shops, if they're giving this so much discount? That's probably why they go to the wall, because, they can't afford to give all that discount. Yeah, they must do. I mean, the Naked Sheep that I've just been to now, she does lots of offers. If you buy 6 balls, you get it for so much. It could be like £1.85 a ball, but 6 balls will cost you so much. She does it on a lot of things. I don't know. Well, she does do mail order, but I don't know whether she sends to America. But if you're in the UK, she does mail order. But I mean, we don't have a Hobby Lobby. We have, something. And they're really expensive. They're top whack with everything. I just shop around me. You know, if I want a certain yarn, I'll Google it and find, somewhere where it's what I want. But then you find that like a lot of the places that are selling it for a cheaper price don't stock all of the colours. And it could be a colour that I want that isn't on there. I mean, it's like I like Boho Spirit, Signet Boho Spirit. That varies between £4 and £6 depending on where you buy it from. And you've got to shop around, yeah. Yeah, we haven't got a Hobby Lobby. What have we got? Hobbycraft, that's it. But that's really expensive, that. I watched Amora. She went round Wool Warehouse up in Skegness. Yeah, we should organise a trip to Skegness, although my garage says no. Val. You could organise a trip to my garage, Val. Have a trip round Janet's garage. All contributions will be gratefully received. One of my friends said, if I come and help you with the garage, do I get a goodie bag? I said, you'll get a goodie sack. I said, never mind about a goodie bag if you come and help me. Your garage says no as well. I love going to these places. It's just for the inspiration. Like I enjoyed going to, the Imperial Hotel. I didn't buy anything, as you know. But it was very inspiring. I watched 2 ladies, I think the sister-in-laws, they knit a lot. They went to what was on? East Anglian show or something. They spent an absolute fortune. But some people do that. They save up, don't they? And save up all year to go to one specific, wool fair. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love going to these places, but I get overwhelmed, with all this hand-dyed yarn. It all looks very, very similar. It's all quite pretty. And I'm like, yeah, but I don't knit socks, What do I make with one skein? Because I can't afford more than one. Also, I can't wear wool. So if you offered me like a sweater's worth of hand-dyed wool, I wouldn't be able to wear it. I'd itch myself stupid. People say, oh, but it's cashmere. You won't itch with cashmere. Oh, it's merino. You won't itch with merino. Yes. If it comes off an animal, I itch. Doesn't matter how lovely and soft it is. I itch. It's nothing to do with the roughness or the softness. It just makes my skin just reacts, yeah. Yeah, the one in Skegness is more acrylics and stuff like that, isn't it? More our price range, I think, yeah. I used to always buy one skein of something, Mimi, when I went to a show. I mean, I don't have the money to splash the cash, but I'd always buy either one nice crochet book or magazine or something. Or I would buy one skein of yarn, you know, the proper hand-dyed, hand-spun stuff, and, you know. But I've got about 5 skeins now of this hand-dyed stuff that I don't know what to do with, because I've got about 10 or 12 pair of socks I never wear, handmade socks. I mean, what else I can only wear it on my feet. I've tried making hand warmers and I itch. And I certainly couldn't make a cowl or a scarf. I had to drive my potty round my neck. I come out in rashes. I've always been like that since being a little girl. Because when I was little, growing up, everything was wool. There was no acrylics. There was nothing like that. It was all wool. And I used to itch and itch. And my mother would say, "Stand still, Janet, stop fidgeting." And I'd be like that, "It's itching me, it's itching me." And she's going, "Don't be silly, don't be stupid." But, oh, it used to drive me potty. Yeah, I won't part with it, Mimi, don't get me wrong. I just like to pat it. It's like a little pet. I go and touch it every now and again. I mean, I got 2 skeins when I went to Countess of Blair. She's no longer there now. She used to be in Manchester. She used to dye yarn. Beautiful shop, absolutely beautiful shop, but pricey. I mean, I'd actually got given some money to go to this Countess of Blaze. Somebody had sent me some money and said, go and treat yourself. And I got 2 skeins. I think it was about £25 a skein or something. I still got it. It's beautiful. I think it's camel and something, or camel and silk or something. It's beautiful, but I know I can't. I'll itch. And I'm thinking it's too good to put in socks. £25 a skein to make a pair of socks. Nah, it's too good for that. I don't know what I'll ever make with it. Probably go with me in my coffin. If my friends aren't quick enough, my son will probably put it in the charity shop. No, I'm not. As I say, I love it, but I wouldn't. And I love going to the shows. I love to see. Oh, I could, yeah, because I was thinking of making an emotional support chicken, yeah. But the 4-ply, I don't know whether they're in 4-ply. Yeah, I could make an emotional support chicken. We were talking about that the other day. Was I talking with you, Val, I think? Or was I talking with Linda? I was talking about the pattern for an emotional support chicken. I think she said it was Linda, she'd made one, yeah. When we went to that Imperial hotel in Blackpool, they had little emotional chickens. They had the big ones, and then they had the little ones. When I went to Naked Sheep today, the window, she had loads of toys and that. And she had some made out of that, you know, that chenille fluffy stuff. I can't crochet with that. It just goes through me. I don't know what it is about it. It's like silky strands of chenille stuff. It's all the rage. As I said, that Passionate Kelsey, she makes all these scrunchies for hair. She sells a bomb. She absolutely, as soon as she makes them, she sells them. She makes them with that juicy couture. It's like a velvety stuff. Yeah, a bit like fur, a bit like furry chenille. I'm no good, as I say. I'm no good with anything with a face. Everything looks horrendous when I make anything with a face. I made little chickens. These were the little chickens I made. 2 granny squares. Oh, it's got something stuck to me chicken. These were the chickens I made. My friend wants me to make her too, but I can't find all my bits at the moment. They're in the garage somewhere. You know, that I've got a big black bin bag full of bits and pieces. Yeah, I made 2 of them. And she goes, yeah, if you look up, it was a YouTube pattern. If you look up granny square chicken, I think it was called. All they are is just 2 granny squares, and it's the way you sew them up. And then you make the little red bit and the beak, yeah. It's called Granny Square Chicken, I think. It's a YouTube video. I can't remember. I mean, I haven't written it down. It was just... But they're dead easy. You just make 2 granny squares, and then you just have to stitch them in a certain way that makes them into a chicken. Then the only other bit you have to do is the red bit for the tail and they call it a coxcomb, I think. And then a little yellow beak. Yeah, I can't remember. I know I found them on YouTube. Quite by accident I found them on YouTube. You know, when you're Googling for something else and you go down a rabbit hole, don't you? And you find patterns you never even knew existed. And I think I might have been actually looking for the emotional support chicken when I came across the Granny Square chickens. There's 1 or 2 videos. I can't remember which one I used. But it was it's free because it's on YouTube as a tutorial. Well, you don't have to do a chicken face, do you? You just put eyes in. And I didn't have any safety eyes, so I just used little buttons. I mean, you didn't have to put a face on a chicken. It's just this little beak. You made a beak, and then you were supposed to put safety eyes in, but I didn't have any because I'm not a toy maker, so, you know, things like that I didn't have. So I improvised and put 2 little black buttons instead. I mean, I wasn't going to give them to a child, so it wasn't like a child could bite the buttons off or something. It's only when you give them to kids you've got to be careful, haven't you? Because they might swallow the eyes or something. But when you think about it, I mean, we survived our childhood, didn't we, with all sorts of stuff. You know, lead paint and everything, and sucking lead paint off toys. You know, we never died, did we? But nowadays they're like, oh, I think we had more common sense than swallow a button, didn't we, you know? But kids today are really destructive, a lot of them. I was watching a video. I mean, this child wasn't in this country. This child was in one of the kind of Arabian type countries and that. And he had this big hammer, and he was only about 2 or something. And he had this big claw hammer. And somebody had put in the comments, you know, like, why didn't you take that hammer off that child? He could have poked its eye out. I mean, I was like, I couldn't watch. This kid's like wielding this blooming hammer. The parents didn't do anything. And I'm like, it's going to rake his eye out. Give him a plastic one, for goodness sake. Hello, Trevor. Hello, my darling. We need a fanfare. It's Trevor. The wanderer has returned. We were talking about the things that kids did. We never did any. Well. Oh, but of course, yes. Me and Trev, you know, were a thing. Actually, it used to be Trev and Carol. No, Carol's for Chris, isn't she? That's it. Oh, not sure. Oh, yes, me and my Trevor. Yeah. We are platonic friends. Internet platonic friends. That's what me and Trevor. Trev and Kaz, yeah. I haven't seen Kaz for ages. I don't know where she is. Who's Trevor? Trevor is Kiss My Stained Glass, is Trevor. He has been missing for a while, but he is here. Trevor, who the is Trevor? Yeah, Sean and Ephraim, yeah. We haven't seen Ephraim for a bit, have we? He's probably busy doing hair. Saturday and hairdressers. You know, it's a busy day, isn't it? That's why we don't see Ephraim, I think. I mean, I still see him and he still comments every now and again on something that I write on Facebook. So he's still around, Ephraim. And Sean's not been so good this week. So I don't think she'll be on. You know, she has problems with her MS and that. And sometimes she has a bad week. And I think she's having a bad week this week. From what I gathered from Facebook, yeah. I mean, I've got another friend who called the other day and she has MS and, you know, she has these flare-ups, and when they have a flare-up, they're just not good for anything, really, you know. It's just one of them things. It's just a terrible disease. But Sean does very, very well, bringing up a child and everything. But she used to have this ongoing platonic romance with with Ephraim. She used to call him her, what was it, her internet husband, yeah. Yeah. It's nice to have friends like that. You're never going to meet them, are you? And you're never going to take them. I mean, some people do. They go potty. I'm in love and all this, and they never meet them, do they? You know what? As long as you keep it in context, you know, it's okay. It's good fun, isn't it? You know what I mean? It's when they start saying they're in. I mean, I had Keanu Reeves and Brad Pitt wanting to be my friend the other week. Yeah. Yeah, right. You know, like really. As if. And they think we're going to fall for it. They think we're going to believe it really is Keanu Reeves and stuff. I get all the surgeons, is it, and the people in the American Air Force or something. I don't know whose photographs they borrow, but they all get delete. Friend request, delete. Oh, God, yeah. No, they pinch people, pinch all. They're always in the forces, aren't they? They're always surgeons or doctors or something, yeah. Did she? I don't know. All Les Mis. We watch Stitch by Mrs. D, and she's got crackers about Wicked. And I looked online today, and it was saying that Sing-Along Wicked is coming to Blackpool. And I'm like, God, Mrs. D. Paula would be there. I've never even seen Wicked. When I had a wool shop in Brighton, one of the customers, her son, was in Les Mis, only in the chorus, you know, he wasn't a star or anything. But he was in Les Mis years ago when it was first in London. I don't know if he was any good or anything because I didn't see him, but I mean, I don't think he's ever made stardom. You with me? I think he's always going to be a chorus boy. I wish Sheila would get her sofa. You think she ever will? I would put odds on Sheila ever getting that sofa. It's been years since I went to the theatre. When I lived in Manchester, I used to go to, what was it called? It was a theatre that was attached to Manchester University. And for the dress rehearsal night, they used to sell tickets for something ridiculous, like about £2 it was to go in. And it was a full dress rehearsal. And I used to go to loads of them down there. But then it had a fire and it sort of took about 2 years to be refurbished. And then when it came back, it was never the same. They stopped doing these cheap tickets. But it meant that you could see like lots of things that you wouldn't normally be able to afford, yeah. No, most of the ones I saw at the, what was it? Oh, the Contact Theatre. That's what it was. Les Mis. Is that the one where it's Master of the House? Something or other. They had us doing that at Harmony and Health. I think that was from Les Mis. Les Mis. Les Miserables, as my friend would call it. Yeah, well, some musicals are okay, yeah. My friend went to see that, The Mormon Story. It's nothing to do with religion. The Mormon Story, I think it was. She said that was really good. And then she went to see another one that was, oh God, what was that? Not Captain somebody or other. Oh, I can't think. And she said that was really good. I always wanted to see Joseph and his Technicolor Dreamcoat, but never did. Yeah. They went silly prices though in Manchester, absolutely silly prices. You know, it's like West End, it was like that kind of prices, and I stopped going because, you know, you can't afford 30, 40, even upwards of a, yeah. What's it in Blackpool this week with G4? What is it that's on in Blackpool? Oh, can't think. I know G4 are in it. Oh, Phantom of the Opera. That's on in Blackpool this year. Yeah, I always wanted to see Joseph and his Technicolor Dreamcoat. I don't know who was in it. Was it Philip Schofield or was it Jason Donovan, I think, years ago when I wanted to go and see it. My brother and his wife used to go. Oh, don't say, yeah, you know, we do get sort of dressed up. You know, you don't, it's not bow ties and stuff like that. But I wouldn't insult anywhere by going out in a tracksuit or jeans or something. To me, I think, you know, that casual kind of dress is not me. I can't understand why people go out to dinner dressed scruffy. But I wouldn't get dressed up as in, top hat and tails or anything like that. You might on first night. No, I can't understand people going out in the evening wearing scruffy, dirty clothes they've had on all day. I know it's everybody's right to dress how they want, but to me, it's a lack of respect if you. Yeah, Lolly Donegan, yeah. My old man's a dustman. God, if I ever, I've got to be borrowing one of Dolly Parton's wigs in a bit if I lose any more hair. The hair's falling out. We keep saying something wrong with my thyroid, but there's nothing wrong with my thyroid. They've tested it. The hair's just falling out. I'll be bald but interesting in a bit. Or like I say, wearing one of Dolly Parton's wigs. 2, 4, 6, 8. Might be able to have short hair if I had a wig. I can't have short hair at the moment because I've got no hair. You didn't know she wore a wig? Of course she wears a wig. She's got these massive hair. I don't know what the hair looks like underneath all that. Donny Osmond, Osmond, you mean? Donny Osmond. He was never one of my crushes, Donny Osmond. Everybody else was Donny Osmond mad, weren't they? I think I was too old for Donny Osmond. Ormonde. Are you sure it's not the Osmonds? I've never heard of Ormonde brothers. Ooh. Shall I have tomorrow off or shall I do? I did a bit of cleaning. That didn't do me back any good. Heaving the hoover around. Osmonds, yeah. Donny Osmond. Ooh. My freezer just clicked on. Yeah, I keep thinking, I'll start that garage if it's nice tomorrow, but then I get up and my back kills me and I go in the garage and go, nah, and come back out again. I'm full of good intentions that never happen, yeah. Every time I think I'm going to do it, every time I've opened the garage door, my back's knackered because it's up and over and it's something wrong with it and I have to keep kicking it to open it. And then I'm like hanging onto it while it's going up and it kills me back. So if anybody's got a spare 1,500, for me, then I can get a garage door up and over electric one, yeah. I'm sure, a small change. You've got that in your purse, haven't you? He came, he said, I can fix it so you can open it from the inside. I mean, that cost me £180 just to fix it from the inside. He said, if you want a new key and that to open it from the outside, that'll be another 220. I went, no, don't bother. I'll just open it from the inside. I said, how much would it be for an electric one? He said, about 1,500. I said, no, I think I'll have to leave that one. I think I'll leave that. So if I win the lottery and I don't tell you, you'll know I've won the lottery because I'll be saying, I'm having a new garage door. That'll be your clue. I've won something. What does it say here? UK Medic, premiere in 30 minutes. He doesn't come on anymore, does he? He used to come on a lot, didn't he, Rob? Where's he going? Army Aviation, a Chinook helicopter. He does a lot of trains as well. Gosh, I've got a lot of notifications. Oh, Etta May. She's so funny, Etta May. Do you ever watch her? She's really funny. My eye like Mean Queen Super Scrimper. She's very funny as well. Can you hear me, Mother? Can you see me, Mother? I watch some very strange things on YouTube. I go down rabbit holes. You start off Googling something on or looking for something on YouTube and you... Oh, it's this shawl. I made a cardigan with a cone and I had a lot left over, so I thought I'll make a shawl. And this cone goes on and on and on. And I keep saying, I'm going to get to the end of it. We've seen the size of this shawl. By the time I've blocked it, it'll be down to my knees. How many rounds have I done? I don't know. Hundreds, bit luck of it, Val. I keep thinking, I'll do another pattern. And it's still got, this cone is never ending. Look at it. I've still got another pattern on it, I think. I think I've still got enough for another set. I'm on the last round of that. And then I'll get another set. It's called the virus shawl because it must be catchy. Everybody thinks it's called the virus shawl because of COVID, but apparently it's nothing to do with COVID. Val's just made one in bright colours, haven't you? Bright colours. I've still got some of that in the garage somewhere. You know, the same colour that you made yours out of. I've got one that I found in green and white, yeah. Oh, gosh. I follow a lady called Crochet Objet. She's out in Israel somewhere. And she made a bear in Chunky called Benji Bear, crochet bear. And it's all over Facebook for sale, this pattern. Not from her. Somebody's obviously stolen it, you know. No, it's nothing. People say it was because of COVID, but it's not. It's just called the virus show. I mean, I had one lady, well, one person or one company one time actually saying they could make a garment for so much. And it was one of my own patterns that I designed myself. Didn't make a pattern, didn't sell a pattern. It was just out of my head. And they said, they pinched my picture and said they could make one for so much money. And I'm thinking that if anybody falls for that, they're never going to get it. Never going to get this jumper because it was me, my pattern in my head. It wasn't even written down. It would have took me a while to work out how I did it in the first place. And this person, I complained to Facebook, but of course he didn't do anything about it. And everybody's complained about this Benji Bear. So somebody's making a fortune selling this pattern of Benji Bear when it's not even theirs to sell. I mean, it's immoral, isn't it? But this is what happens on Facebook. But this person was saying, oh, they wanted the money up front, to put an order in for this garment that was mine. And I'm like, yeah, you'll pay that money. You'll never see a garment. Yeah. But they were like undercutting me, if you know what I mean. It was like a price that I could never have matched. Yeah. Yeah, I think it is because it's like a virus, because everybody was making it, weren't it? So it was passing around like a virus. I mean, at one time, the world and his cat were making virus shawls. It's like a craze that happens, doesn't it? Somebody makes something and like everybody, the world and his dog has to have one. It's like that Boggy Creek thing. If I hear Boggy Creek one more time, I'll go mad. I know it's probably a good cause, but I mean, it used to be something else before Boggy Creek, wasn't it? Can't think what it used to be called before then. There was another blanket that used to do the rounds. Everybody was making it. These I used to make, virus shawl, because I could do it without the pattern. It used to be what I called my hospital shawl, because at one time with, a spine, I was like going nearly every other week to the hospital. And if you've ever sat in orthopedics, you can be there and die in orthopedics because you're there for about 3 hours at least. So I always used to take one of these shawls. I used to practically have done a shawl while I was waiting. It's amazing. People used to go regularly to orthopedics. They should have took a book or a newspaper or something, because it was renowned. You'd be there for at least 3 hours. And I used to feel like I was on show, like a freak, because everybody would be watching my fingers. And then you get the inevitable, what are you knitting? My mum used to knit. It's not knitting, it's coffee. It's, honestly. Red wine. I can't drink red wine. It gives me a migraine for some unknown reason. It's not that I don't like it, it's just it doesn't like me. I can drink white wine, and I can drink rosé, but red wine, it just, I don't know, just gives me a migraine. Sherry does the same as well. Sherry gives me a migraine. That candle does not smell of vanilla. It smells like burning wick. Will I get another pattern out of this? I just get the migraines with red wine. I like red wine to marinade or marinate, whatever you call it, steak and that before you put it in a casserole. When you buy the cheap meat, if you soak it overnight in red wine, it makes it lovely and tender. I used to always soak, and people say, oh, I'm teetotal and all that. I said, you won't taste it. It just disintegrates into the cooking. You don't taste the wine, but it just softens up the meat. It tenderizes the sinews on your meat. I don't know, Val. It depends whether I get another pattern out of this, or whether I should just stop now. Yeah, I got that tip about the red wine from my late sister-in-law, my ex-husband's sister. She spent a lot of time abroad, like Abu Dhabi and stuff. I'm talking many years ago when Abu Dhabi wasn't like it is now. And she was saying that you could never be quite sure what kind of meat you're getting over there. So she used to soak everything, overnight in wine and stuff. I mean, when she was out there back in the day, you couldn't get alcohol. You had to get it on the American compounds. They were teetotal back then. I mean, now they're not. They're very tourist minded now. But going back when she was there, probably about 40 years ago, Abu Dhabi was like teetotal because they were Muslim and they don't drink. I mean, now I think everything's changed now. They've got wise to the tourism. Janet, what have you done? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. You've only got 9 there. You must have missed one somewhere. I think you missed the first one, right? Oh well, go back to the beginning. I love seeing Facebook pages where somebody's gone wrong on something and they're going, is it noticeable? Shall I pull it back? And they've only done like another row past the mistake. And I'm like, yes, of course you can pull it back. Yes, I can see the mistake. No, you don't think you can go on. Nobody will notice. It's the way they say. Will it be noticeable if I don't pull it back? It's not like they've done about 12 inches after the mistake. They've done like one row after the mistake and they don't want to pull it back. And I'm like, pull it back, pull it back. It looks a mess. Take it back. I can't leave a mistake. It doesn't matter how many rows back it is. I've unravelled practically the whole jumper because I've seen a mistake. My mum used to say I should have been in quality control because I spot mistakes everywhere. We'd be in shopping and my mum would say, that's nice. I'd go, no, it's not, look. It's not lined up. I watched a designer program. It was one of these catwalks and it was a big designer. And these trousers were like in stripes, patterns, and they didn't match up. And I'm thinking, you're a designer and you haven't cut them to match. You thought you were in Newcastle, Newkeys. Yeah, but that annoys me that, if the stripes should go across something, or if you buy a sweater and it's striped and it doesn't match up, I wouldn't buy it. That annoys me, that. I thought you're paying all that money for something and they can't even be bothered to cut it out right. I once upset C&A's, if you remember C&A's, if you're old enough. I bought my ex-husband a striped top. And when I got it home, I thought, something wrong with that. So I took it back and they said, what's the matter with it? I said, it's wrong. I said, they've cut the back panel upside down. So where the stripes went in sequences of 3s, on the back panel, it was sequences of 3s, but the wrong way up. And they said, oh, yeah, we see what you mean. And they had a rack full of these, all different sizes, and every single one of them was wrong. And they said, oh, we can't sell them now. I'll have to take them off the rack. And they were in every store, everywhere, and they were all wrong. So they had to send thousands of these sweatshirts back, all because I spotted it was upside down. And she said, this woman, we sold loads of them. It's one of our best sellers. And nobody's ever brought one back and said it's the wrong way up. She says, but now you've pointed it out, we can't sell it. Yeah, just me. As soon as he put it on, I went, no, that's... He said, what do you mean? It has to go back. I went, it's not, it has to go back. I said, it's wrong. He's like, nobody will notice, let's keep it. I said, no, it's wrong. I just thought it would be just the one that was wrong, but the whole lot of it was wrong. And Marks and Spencer's are very particular. When my ex-husband used to play squash, he used to play squash with, oh yeah, my cabinet. My friend's husband put it together for me. He didn't swear, but he felt like swearing. I wished it had been taller though, like bigger, that it would have matched my other units. But Janet didn't check the measurements, did she? I really wanted a Welsh dresser, the wood ones, but they were too expensive. And I would have liked, the old-fashioned dresser that your grandma used to have, the one with the drop-down bit that used to cut the bread on. But they were £500 because they're vintage now. Hi, Jane. Yeah, they're vintage ones. So they cost about 500 quid. So much as I would like one, no. My pocket said, no, you cannot have one of those. Yeah, the old food cabinets. You remember everybody had them. Your granny had one. My granny had one. They were a kitchenette. Although Chris keeps calling this a hutch. Don't know why he calls it a hutch, but... I'm hungry. I only had homemade soup for my tea. And now I'm hungry. I shall eat something before I get in bed, which is the wrong time to eat, but never mind. Maybe I'll have a little bit of toast or something. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Yeah, I'm going to get a coffee maker. I've got the coffee pods. Oh. I point the wrong direction, down to there, up there. Got the coffee pods. My friend's giving me a coffee machine, not DeLonghi or whatever. Dolce something, Dolce Gusto or Dolce something. She's got a machine and she's got another one now. So she's giving me the other one because it's red. And I've got all red accessories in my kitchen, apart from the ladder that's yellow for some unknown reason. So I'm getting a coffee machine when she brings it, and a perching stool. Yeah, it was Val found me one on the net in yellow, which it was £484, I think it was. I would have loved one because they're vintage and everybody threw them away. There's not much left, many of them left now. I think it was Val who found me one. Yeah. That one. Can you see it? Yeah, £484, I think they wanted for it. Yeah, I would have loved one of them. But there's a lot of things we would love and a lot of things we're not going to get. £484 it was, Trevor. It's because they're vintage, isn't it? And everybody scrapped them. So there's not that many knocking around now. But I would have settled for a nice... No, I didn't like yellow. I mean, that's Nathan's colour, yellow. He loves yellow. I would have put up with it, though, Val, if it had been given to me. But when you think about it, like when I was first married, if well, my gran wasn't alive then, but if my gran had been alive and offered me one, I wouldn't have wanted it, you know what I mean? Because I'd have thought it was old fashioned. Surprising how things come round again. Yeah, put your red high heels on, yeah. My mum said tart slippers, she called me. And when I bought some red high heels, you're not going out in them, are you? I went, why? She said, tart slippers. I said, no, the red shoes. She goes, tart slippers. She said, no, you're not going out in them. Oh, dear. I haven't got any high heels now. I had to get rid of them all. Couldn't wear them anymore. Does that mean that follow the yellow brick road? She had red slippers, didn't she? Ruby slippers. Judy Garland in her ruby slippers. Yeah, I used to love high heels. I used to wear them all. Couldn't walk an inch. You watch Wicked. They're having a sing-along Wicked in Blackpool. Paula, stitched by Mrs. D, would be there, wouldn't she, singing a little heart out? I haven't seen her for a week or so. I don't know whether they were really brown or not. I don't know. It's probably one of those silly facts, isn't it? Lots of things were strange in films, weren't they? Because you couldn't wear stripy things because they used to strobe, didn't they? If anybody turned up with a stripy shirt on to film something for the telly, it used to strobe and you have to take it off. Certain colours they couldn't wear, could they? Because of the light. It's all different now because they have more technician. Well, I used to always wore the highest heels. I used to wear them all day long to work. But after my back got wrecked, I couldn't wear them at all. The last time I wore any heels was to my niece's wedding. And luckily, I took some flat shoes with me in my bag because I had to take the heels off. I couldn't wear them. She's been married now for about 15 years. But that was the last time. I put them all in a great big bag and I donated them all to the women's shelter. So the women's shelter were all walking around with stilettos on. Must have been about 35 pairs. No, the worst one I ever did was, do you remember platforms? First time round, platform clogs. I fell off a pair. Thought I'd broke my ankle, I hadn't, but it felt like I had. And them Dr. Shawls with them wooden slipper things, wooden sandal things. I fell off one of them. Give myself a nasty bruise right in the centre of my arch of my, foot. And that really hurts. If you get a bruise on your instep inside, on the bottom of your foot. Oh, gosh, that was so painful. It took weeks to heal as well. That was from a wooden shawl sandal. And I think about it, I used to wear them all the time in the shop. Now I put them on, I wouldn't be comfy. The only thing I've got now is a cheap pair of plastic Crocs that I use when I go to the out in the garden if it's been raining. I got a bad back, I think, through high heels. They used to say that to me when I was younger. You'll regret it when you're older wearing those high heels. I used to work in 4 and 5 inch heels. And people used to say, you're working in them. You'll regret it. You'll regret it. I do now, of course. But I can't blame it all on high heels, though. It's hereditary, a lot of it, what I've got. So I can't blame it on high heels. It would be too easy, wouldn't it? Because you were wearing high heels. Oh, now I live in slippers. I've probably got flat feet and falling arches and everything because I live in a pair of slippers. Unless I go outside and then I put my plastic Crocs on. Yeah, blame it on the boogie. Oh, I used to do a lot of boogieing when I was young. I was a dancing queen, you know. I used to love to dance when I was younger. I don't mean ballroom dancing, I mean, you know, just jiving about and stuff. My ex-husband was never a dancer. Never. We weren't compatible really at all, you know. He used to like snooker and billiards, squash, badminton. I wasn't sporty at all. We just were not matched at all. I used to like music and dancing and stuff like that, and he didn't. We just poles apart. A matchmaker would have never linked us together. Well, it wasn't, but in my day, Nathan, you didn't live with people. You didn't see them very often. And I never saw him during the week. I only ever saw him at the weekend. So when I married him, he was a complete stranger. Yeah, I got married and he was there every day, and it was suddenly like, who the heck's this? Who is it? Yeah, it was just the way it was, though, Nathan. People didn't have the money to see each other every night, and like we lived miles apart. You know, we didn't live around the corner from each other, so we couldn't just go for a walk or something, you know. It was a strange setup, really, when you think about it. I mean, it wouldn't happen these days because people have the internet. They'd be talking over the internet every night. But he didn't have a phone. So we didn't even phone each other. You know, we just didn't even see each other during the week at all. So when I got married, I married a complete stranger, really. But that's the way it used to be. My marriage wasn't anything stranger than a lot of people. I suppose if you married somebody from the next street, you could see them every day, you know. Just go for a walk or something, because people didn't have the money in those days to be nipping to the pub every night or something. Besides which, you never went to the pub on a school night, you know. You know, when I went in the bread shop the other day, this woman said to this woman behind the counter, "Are you off out tonight?" And she went, "Oh, not on a school night, no." Hi, Susan. No, I've moved again. Moved. I'm in a different place now. Yeah, I'm in the kitchen. It was the only place I had room to put my computer. Where I've moved to has got smaller rooms, so I haven't got room in the lounge. And I didn't want to put it in my bedroom. Well, there wasn't much room in there either. So he finished up in the kitchen. Because that's the only place I had room for my desk. My son said to me, "What are you putting it in the kitchen for?" I said, "Well, it's the only place there's any room." It was a question of logistics, really, yeah. I could have squashed it in my lounge, but it would have been a tight squeeze because the lounge is about half the size of the one I had before. It's cosy, it's nice and cosy, but not as big. 2, 4, 6, 8. Oh, I'm getting fed up with this now. I think I'm stopping when I get to the end of it. Shall I put an edging on it, shall I? Did you put an edging on yours, Val? I can't remember. Oh, I'm going to yawn. Oh, my goodness me. I'm hoping when I get this iron infusion that it'll wake me up a bit. When I went to the Imperial Hotel, I had my photograph took with Karen from Stitches and Jacks. And I had my photograph taken with, what's she called? From Crafty Cleggs. I had my photograph. And on both of them, I look like a ghost. I'm white compared with them. Jeanette, that's who it is. So I had my photograph took with both of them, and I look like a pasty, pale chip next to them. You did an edging. What kind of edging did you do? Like a shell or just an edge? I have enough, I think, to do an edging if I decide to put one on. Oh, I'm yawning my head off now. Yeah, I'm getting fed up. I'm not going to do another set. Getting bored with it now. I don't know what kind of an edging I want to put on it. I've got one in the front room in boho spirit, green and white, but I don't think there's an edging on that. I don't fancy Pico. Oh, house is creaking. Single crochet. Yeah, I did one once with like a little single shell edging, but I don't know whether I want to do it on here. I might not bother. Oh, excuse me. Oh, excuse me being rude and yarning. But I've gone cold. I've gone cold again. I've got my dressing gown on. I'm that cold. It was lovely and sunny when I went out, but I took my coat off. I only had a little jacket on. And I got so cold when I was out sitting in the cafe outside. Do you know I'm weird with crab stitch? I can't. Something about going the wrong the wrong way, isn't there, that I find very difficult. I mean, somebody did one once where they went in and then they wrapped the wool kind of around it, and they were crocheting the right way, but it turned out looking like a crab stitch because of the way I think they wound the crochet round, turned it round on itself. Oh, you're going to bed now. Did you win anything? Got your bingo. Where are you going tomorrow? Are you off anywhere nice tomorrow, Linda? 2, 4, 6, 8. Oh, here I go then. Oh, blimey. Yeah, Linda's visiting Blackpool. I saw her today. We went to the Naked Sheep. I was good. I didn't buy anything. I didn't dare. I didn't dare buy anything. It's a lovely shop, don't get me wrong, and I was very tempted. There's some gorgeous stuff. I'm like, no, do not take any more yarn into that house. He says, I already got too much going into this house without bringing any more in it. Still going to yarn. Every time I go cold, I start to yarn. Does anybody else do that? When you're cold, you yarn. I keep saying you never won anything. Oh, you're back in Cleveland again. I don't know what I'm doing tomorrow. I keep saying I'm going to start in that garage, but I know I won't. It's Sunday, a day of rest. I'll probably think, nah, I'm not going. Sunday's kind of like a day where you flop about. I don't know where everybody else does. And the day goes by and you think, I haven't done anything today. Decide what I'm going to make for dinner. Got lots of things in the freezer, but I should need to defrost. Maybe I should defrost something out the freezer. Yeah, I've got enough to do an edgy. Maybe I could try that, turning it round. Turning my hook round. See what happens. Nearby where I used to live. What's nearby, Susan? What is nearby? Blackpool? Is it nearby? Naked Sheep? Is it nearby? No, I don't like that edging. That's a bit weird. It's got a bit of picot, but I don't think it's quite right. No, take that back. Yeah, the Naked Sheep's not far from me now. It's about 10 minutes down the road. Something like that. Oh, gosh. Bad thunderstorms with chances of tornadoes. Huh? You're not in a tent, are you? We don't We have had a tornado, I think, in the UK, but they're not usually bad. They're not usually category whatevers. They're usually small tornadoes. I mean, we call them big tornadoes, but then that's because we're not used to them. You have to take Christine out. Well, you have to take her out. Of course you do. No, I think, yeah. We just get high winds mostly in England, that take tiles off roofs and things like that, but we don't get tornadoes, where they whip round and round and destroy everything in its path. We don't have them, thankfully. What we call a tornado, you probably call it a bit of a wind. But then our buildings are mostly built of brick anyway, so. Oh my goodness, yeah. Yeah, our houses are built of brick. They tend to withstand most winds. I don't know whether they'd withstand a tornado if we ever got them. But as I say, our tornadoes are pretty small, really, I think, compared. I'm putting an edge on. I don't know whether it's going to be too frilly, though, but we'll see. Might be a bit frilly. I'll be glad when I finish this thing with my never-ending cone. I'm doing a little edging, but I think it might frill out. But we'll see. Oh gosh, no, we're not used to things like that. When I watch the programmes on the telly, and I can't remember all this snow. And it's within my living memory, we're talking 1960s, 1970s. And they're showing these pictures where everything was at a standstill and, it was all like 6 foot of snow and that. And I thought, I can't remember it. I honestly cannot remember it all. And when I'm thinking about it, I'm thinking how Ian would have been born then. How Ian would have been a baby. Why can I not remember? But honestly, I can't. It'll be all right when it's blocked out, I think, this frilly edging. So very frilly. We'll see. When it's blocked, it'll be fine. It'll be right. On the night. I'm looking forward to breakfast tomorrow. I'll have a full English. Well, perhaps not a full English because I've got no sausage. I'll have a half English. Not that I would eat a full English anyway. What am I doing? I'm doing 3 treble in one and then a double crochet in the next one. That's English. I don't do American. I don't know. I don't understand double crochets and things. That's why I can never write a pattern. Because the Americans will be going, what are you talking about? I never learned the American way, and so it doesn't go in my head. So I have to think about it. I mean, the last time I made a pattern, I made it wrong because I was reading it as English version and it was an American version. So my double crochets were nothing like what it's supposed to have been. It was supposed to be done in trebles. I don't understand how it got changed and when it got changed. And the fact that Americans think that everything they do is right and everything we do is wrong. You know, let's just agree to differ. Let's agree to call it different names. My stomach's going to roll in a minute. This is going to have to be blocked, and I don't even know where my blocking boards are. And no, I am not going to put it on the carpet, though. My blocking boards are in. I'll put it on the line and put loads and loads. Am I nearby? Nearby to where? Nearby where I was before? I'm about 2 miles away from where I was before. I'm about 40 miles away from where I was originally. When I was in Prestwich. But then I moved to Fleetwood and now I've moved to Cleveland. I should probably be gone by the time you get back, Enid, if you're making the dinner. Make me some while you're at it. I'm hungry. I only had homemade soup for me. Made dinner. So now my stomach's rolling. It was enough at the time, but I eat when I want these days, little and often. Oh, I don't like pasta right there. No, I wouldn't thank you for pasta. Tell you what, the weight's dropping off me because I'm not eating pastas, rice, potatoes. I'm cutting it all out. And it's doing wonders for my figure. I'm not eating crisps really either. Chips too, if you're in America. Not eating them. I've been eating lots of fish. In fact, I think there's some fish in the freezer. Lots of fish, lots of veg. That's what I've been eating. Oh God, that makes me jump every time it does that. I don't know who it is or what it is. I don't usually get messages at this time of night. Oh, UK Medic's doing a Saturday night chat. If you want to leave me, go and join Rob. Gosh. Oh, his notifications. The Adventures of Buster, Princess Mia and Angel Zook. He's took on a new dog. He lost Mia the other day. She was 20 years and 10 months. And they asked him to take another dog on. He's got Raymond. I think Raymond's 16. He takes on the old dogs that, nobody wants kind of thing. He was hoping that Mia would make it till she was 21, but she didn't. She died about 2 weeks ago, I think. She was a staffy, yeah. Very elderly staffy. He got her when she was 16, I think. Yeah, he adopts, like you said, dogs that nobody wants, yeah. I didn't think he'd get another one so quickly after Mia died, but he did. He got Raymond. I don't think I could adopt an elderly dog because you know that they're going to pass away, don't you? I suppose it's nice that he gives them a lovely home for the last however many years they've got. Because Mia had been surrendered to be put to sleep by her owners because she was 16. But the vet said that, she'd got plenty of life left in her and he adopted her. That's my boiler kicking in. Gosh, it sounds like it's ticking up. Making a lot of noise. I don't usually hear it because, of course, I'm in the lounge. It's a very noisy boiler. I've got a noisy freezer and a noisy boiler. I wonder what's on telly. Call the midwife tomorrow. What am I going to do without call the midwife? I don't know what's on instead. It won't be as good. $23.37. Oh, is it only that? I thought it was midnight. It's just me getting tired again. Yeah, that's me edging I've decided to put on it. People have asked me, am I going to get a pet? But they're too tiring. It means I go out a lot for the day. And I wouldn't want to leave a dog on its own all day long. It's not fair. They get bored and destructive when they're on their own all day. And you can't always take them with you wherever you go. Not everybody's dog friendly, are they? So much as I would like a companion, I think I shall give them a miss. Yeah, call the midwife. It's finished now, again. I think they're doing a Christmas special, but apart from that, it's finished. Everything I watch, they always seem to finish at the same time. Have you noticed anything you're watching? And the series, they always all finish at the same time. And then you have to get into new series, different things. And some of the ones I don't like. I get like a raft of ones I liked, and then they're all at the same time. So you have to choose who you're watching or try and find them on catch up. And then you get a whole series of things that you don't, well, I don't like. Other people might do. You know, things I can't get into. I seem to like the ones that everybody knocks, you know, everybody says, "You don't watch that." I think that's a bit personal, Susan, asking me why. I prefer not to answer it if you don't mind. I wonder what I'm going to watch tomorrow. Anybody know what's on tomorrow? Is there anything good? You always get hold of them, yeah. Is that because you're knitting it top down? Yes, exactly. A change is as good as a rest. Yeah, I don't knit top down because I can't knit on circular needles, so I can't help you with that one, Amanda. I don't get holes under mine because I knit mine in pieces and stitch them up, you know, old-fashioned way. I don't know why, but whenever I've tried to make anything top down, I always find the raglans are too long. And I feel like a penguin. I feel like they're not stopping in the right place for me. Whereas when you make them in pieces and stitch them up, the raglans are a lot tighter. I don't like, you know, that sort of bat-winged penguin effect that you get, especially sometimes if they're on a yoke. You know, a lot of things that are on a yoke, they go too far down before you divide for the arms, yeah. I don't think he is, Denise, yeah. No, I cannot knit on a circular needle. I just cannot knit free. You know, I have to have a needle stuck under my arm. It's just the way I was taught, you know. I think, you know, when you've knitted that way for donkey's years and then all of a sudden it's all the fashion to be on a circular needle and top down. And then I see people who say, "Oh, it's too big," or "I didn't get the right size," or that. And I'm like, they seem more awkward to get the size right on a top down. I'd rather do it in pieces. I've never got the anger TikTok, Trevor. I've just never TikToked. Football, oh my God, Eric will be happy. What are you going to do, Val? Go in the other room and lie down with a damp cloth on your forehead. Football's all right, so long as it's not on every channel. It tends to be, doesn't it, when they have football on? You flip from one channel to the other and it's football, football, football. You know, why can't they just have it on a designated channel and leave everybody else alone? What I hate is when they cancel programs because of football. I'm not on TikTok. You'll have to let me know when you're on, Trev, because I'll have to join TikTok just to see you. People keep saying to me, oh, you should be on TikTok. And I'm like, well, what do you do? On TikTok, you know. I wouldn't know what to do or to say. I will never be an influencer. Or influenced. Oh, do you know I don't like Catherine Cookson? I don't know why. I find her very depressing. All her heroines are drudges, aren't they? Being tipped out of their house because they're pregnant by their dad and they're wandering the streets in poverty. And I'm thinking, no. I like something that's away from reality here. So everybody keeps saying, but I've just never been on it. I just get sick of these influences or whatever, all these stupid people that are on there. You know, I did watch bits of it and I'm thinking, their ambition is to be an influencer or show their eyelashes off and their big fake lips. And I'm like, nah, not for me. Superficial, I find. I think I did join TikTok and then I didn't. Yeah, maybe I should try it. I'd probably get the ones who didn't pay or fleeced me out of it. I've never sold anything really with Instagram and all that. Huh? Oh, my ex-husband put me off football forever. I'd said to him, who are you watching? Who is it? Oh, I don't know. He'd be watching some obscure German team. And I'm going, well, what are you watching it for if you don't know who it is? Oh, well, it's football. Ugh. Long before we ever had any cable or anything, he used to be watching like snowy pictures from Germany or somewhere, or some foreign country. He couldn't understand the language. Oh, hi, seaside. Yeah, I'll be going off in a little bit. It's getting near the witching hour now. Yeah, I'm not too bad. I'm a bit cold today. I can't get warmed up, and it's nothing to do with the heating. The heating's on in the house, and it's lovely and warm, and yet for some reason or other, I cannot get warm. I think I'm sickening for something, as they say. As soon as I finish on here, makeup off, in my bed with my heat pad. After I've eaten a bit of toast, I think, or something, because I'm hungry. I was going to finish this row, but I don't think I am because I'm not even halfway. Oh, yeah, I'm nearly halfway. Nearly halfway. I don't know why I'm so cold. I did get cold today. I was sat outside a cafe and I had a thinner dress on than usual, and I had a short jacket on, which I took off, so I was sat there in my cardigan, and I just got really starved cold, yeah. I've just never got into TikTok, Trevor. I don't know why. It just doesn't seem to appeal to me. People are always saying, oh, they bought it on TikTok, and I'm like, really? You know me, I'm as thick as two short planks. If I don't understand it, I don't do it. They do a bidding. Oh, that would totally confuse me. You're more savvy than I am, Trev, onto social media. Maybe I'll warm up when I get some iron. I'm cold all the time. They tested my thyroid because my hair's dropping out and I'm always cold. And they said that there's nothing wrong with my thyroid. Oh, you know me, I'm as thick as two short planks, Trevor. I'll never work it out. Social media was like after I was born. I'm too old for this sort of stuff. I haven't even managed Vinted yet. My friend said, I'll sort you out with Vinted. I said, you'll have to, otherwise I'll never get the hang of it. But Etsy started charging people that are buying, or something like bias protection or something. Why don't they leave stuff alone? It's all money, 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 and it grab, grab, grab. Everything costs money these days. It's like when you used to be able to edit pictures, didn't you, on Windows? Now, no, you've got to buy it. But you can't just buy like we used to, like you used to buy a little DVD thing and put it on. No, you've got to pay $9.99 a month now. And I'm like, no, I'm tight. I don't want things on the monthly. Oh, blimey. I've been no good at that, Trev. I can just about manage eBay. Etsy, I've given up with. I'm not doing them anymore. They're just grabbing bastards. Sorry for swearing, but they are. Do you get it post free or do you have to pay postage as well? But do you pay postage as well? Like, say, for example, if I put something on TikTok and somebody bid for it in America, I mean, how does that work out? You know, if you're working, like it's £1 for 100 gram, what's the postage like? It won't be post free. And how do you pay? Do they take PayPal? TikTok shop. Yeah, but what's the postage like? You know, if you bought something and you found out it was in America or somewhere. I mean, that's the reason I stopped with Etsy, because most of my customers were from America. And Etsy kept saying, oh, you've got to do it post free. I couldn't do it post free because it was costing me £30 to post anything to America. Yeah, but that's within the UK. As I say, if I used TikTok and somebody bid on something of mine that was in America, how would they pay? What would they do? That's my issue. I don't sell much in the UK. I just want to sell what I've got. I'm not bothered about anymore. I'm not bothered about a business anymore. I'm always cold, Davina. Susan, I'm always cold. I think it's because I'm anemic. Yeah, I've got my dress on, I've got my cardigan, I've got my dressing gown on, I've got a heat pad at my back, and I'm still cold. I'm going to get in bed in a minute. Yeah, but she's finding out that people are having to pay um, protection in eBay. If she sells a pattern for £2 something, they're having to pay £3 something. I mean, Val on here, she bought a hairbrush and she paid a lot more than what it was for the hairbrush because of this buyer protection. Etsy, I won't use Etsy. I mean, it's all right for Sheila. She's only selling patterns on Etsy. She doesn't sell garments on Etsy. Right, bye, Seaside. I'll be going in a minute. Yeah, it's witching hour now. I'm getting really tired. I was going to finish this row, but I've decided I'm not going to bother. Yeah, I doubt, because I never sell any garments. You know, when I was making garments and that, I never sell anything in the UK. I should say about 90% of my garments that I crocheted went to the US. We shall see. Anyway, people, it's the witching hour. So I'm going to go now and make myself a toasty. I'm not finishing it. I've got all that to go across, so I'm not. If you want to know how big it is before I go, that's how big it is. A big shawl. Yeah, I'm going to do my toast. Because I'm cold. It's nearly finished my cone, look. I'm not going to do anything else with that cone. Unless it's a Dolly's outfit. I found all my little Barbie dolls and Cindy dolls and everything. I bought them to sell at craft fairs, but they didn't sell. Didn't sell, nobody was interested. Yeah. Okie dokie, well, thank you all for your presence. I hope you've all given me, oh, you have given me thumbs up. Thank you very much for that. So I'm going to go now and warm the heat pad up and get into bed. So bye for now, and I shall see you all next week. And if you're local, come and help me do my garage. Bye now. Bye Trev, bye Val, bye Chris, bye Jane, Amanda, and everybody else. Bye now.